Hey, welcome back to day 46 of Project Me. Again, it's been quite a while, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Namely, exam week is coming and study leave, so been very busy studying for that. Today, hopefully a short video, I want to talk about dating, actually. But before we do that, we'll just briefly do three things of gratitude. So firstly, very grateful for the weather. The weather has been absolutely phenomenal the last few days, maybe not so much today, with the very heavy wind, but even so, still a lot to be happy about. Very grateful for that. Secondly, grateful to my big water bottle, it's keeping me hydrated. We love that. Gotta stay hydrated. Hydration is key. And thirdly, the gym. Since I started going about 3 months ago, things have gotten a lot better for me. It's been a way to sort of express the frustrations of life through a physical exercise, and my health has gotten a lot better, just in terms of mentally. My mental health has gotten a lot better as well since going to the gym, and I'm starting now to see some progress, some physical progress as well, which is really cool to see. It's not why I started doing it, but it's certainly a nice symptom. So yeah, just very happy about the gym. So very grateful for that. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Now, onto the main crux of the video. So, dating. Last Thursday, I asked someone out. We went out on Saturday, had a great time. This is someone I've actually known for a while now, about 2 years, actually. And 2 years ago, I was thinking about living with her, because she currently lives with my best mate. And 2 years ago, when I was still deciding whether to go straight into flatting, or like an apartment, living with people, or into like a dorm with other first year students, we call them halls of residence here. When I was deciding between those two options, my best mate had asked me if I wanted to live with them. And I very nearly said yes, and in which case, if I had said yes, I would be living with him and her, the person I'm currently seeing. But I said no, and instead I opted for the halls of residence, so a little strange twist. In those 2 years, we never really talked, we hardly saw each other, but we really hit it off at a party a few weeks ago, at a mutual friend's 21st birthday. And since then, there was some mutual attraction. I waited a little bit because I'm very cautious about things like this. I wanted to make sure I wasn't a rebound of any sort. I wanted to make sure I was sure in committing to something. Any number of reasons why. But anyways, I asked her out last Friday. Like I said, she said yes. On Saturday, we met up, we grabbed some Syrian street food for lunch. It was a beautiful day, so we walked to the waterfront, and we walked around for a few hours and just talked, and I had a blast. We actually both ended up quite sunburnt as well, because of how long we spent walking and talking, which is actually a little bit sweet, I think. But so that's all very well and good. She's an absolutely wonderful person, a very sweet soul. She's got a very dry sense of humour, which she thinks can be a little bit mean, but I find it quite endearing. Even if it's used on me, especially so. No, but what I really wanted to talk about was some of my thoughts surrounding beginning a relationship, because 2.5 weeks ago, if anyone had asked me, do you see yourself getting into a relationship soon? Do you want to be in a relationship soon? My answer would have been a no. I'm more than happy being single. I love my independence. And so what's happened in the last 2 weeks is sort of thrust all that to the side, or at least thrust it to the fore. And I have all these questions now coming to mind because I've never really been in a real relationship. And yes, this is early days, but it's something I have to think about. So very much sort of figuring out my approach as I go. And it's for someone who likes order, someone who likes clarity, organization, it's a little bit unsettling to be this in this state of perpetual uncertainty, because now it's no longer just about me. It's no longer just a one-way road. Now it's a two-way road. Now it's me and her. And so the responsibility of being in a relationship is not lost on me at all. And if anything, it's not a burden. It's a heavy weight that I'm happy to carry. In law, we have a phrase called duty of care. Specifically in the civil sense, between private individuals, some of us have a duty of care to respect the rights of other individuals. And so in this case, I only had a duty of care to me in the past, but now entering this sort of relationship, now I have a duty of care to her as well. So it's not just me. And that responsibility isn't lost on me. I'm very, very scared of misstepping and hurting her in some way. And I'm sure it's just a part of dating, to date someone who you may not eventually fall in love with, but I'm really scared that she will develop feelings and I won't, and then I'll have to break it off, and because of that, I'm really scared that might happen. It's something I've got very little control over, but it's a very heavy concern on my mind. And I don't know, like, even before I asked her out, I was very, very cautious about approaching the whole thing. But I guess at the end of the day, I thought, okay, well, yes, I might fall, but what if I fly? The world belongs to those who take the risk. And I wasn't gonna sit back and let regret catch up to me and watch opportunities slip by. So I'm falling now. Maybe I'll learn to fly. We'll see. And what's been really tricky, actually, over the past few days has been trying to reconcile myself. Trying to reconcile the part of me that can't help but overthink. The little voice in my head that always goes, what if this, what if that? So trying to reconcile, trying to quell that voice, subdue it a little bit. And it's really, really hard, because, I'm thinking in my head, just to give you an example, what if she loses feelings? And I know the logical answer to that. So what? Right? It's part of the way forward, part of life. But even so, I'm just scared of getting hurt more than anything. But that's the business of love, I guess, is to drown in the sea, like Rumi put it. So I can't let fear dictate how I act in and around relationships. That's the big theme that I've realized, but it's very hard putting it into practice, And similarly, I'm learning more and more that this is a ride that I cannot control. I sort of have to relinquish the reins and surrender to the flow. Like I said, it's no longer just about me and my path forward. It's about I've tied myself to her, and it's about our path forward, in a way. Like, yes, I'm young. I've my whole life ahead of me, and I have to put myself first. But at the same time, no, I don't. Right? I have a responsibility to someone else now. But even so, I cannot control my emotions, and I certainly cannot control hers. And for someone as sort of fiercely independent as I am, in the sense that I need order and control in how I handle my affairs, it's a very terrifying thought, knowing that it's no longer just me in control of my life. So that's something I've really had to grapple with the last few days. If I wasn't so excited perhaps it concerned me a lot more. But I do really enjoy it, and I really, I hope beyond hope and beyond reason itself that I do develop feelings for her, and she does the same. If she hasn't already, I don't know. I don't want to assume, but I am really enjoying my time with her, and see where things go, I guess. Anyways, those are my major concerns about a relationship at this stage. I'm sure I'll develop a lot more, and I'm sure I'll talk about a lot more. But at this stage, this is where I'm at. It's a very, very novel, very new thing that I'm experiencing in here, and of course seeing her. So again, I'm trying to be cautious, but not so cautious that again I let opportunities slip by and regret catch up. So yeah. Anyways, that's me. I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I wish you all a great day today. Truly. All the best, you guys. Take care, guys.